Hello everybody, Mike Sobby's here. Today I'm going to be planting some cucumber in in this area. So this is, in case you don't know, where my chilies, raspberries and strawberries were kept until today. But I tidied up the soil a bit and decided I'd plant some more things here because this is some of the richest soil in the greenhouse. And I had some very successful radishes here last year, so I thought why not give it another go this year, although I don't think I have any radishes yet. I will try and get some. However, I am going to still be growing things there. You may remember last year that I tried, if you've been following this channel for a while, that I tried to grow cucumber before. I bought a plant on its own, that died. I did a bit of research and discovered how to actually do it properly. And they still died. But I believe I know how to do it this year. I am confident that I will be able to grow some brilliant cucumbers this year. My plan is, using the top of my mini greenhouse, I'm going to make a mini cloche inside of the greenhouse. Now that might sound crazy, but bear with me. So here's why I'm going to do that. Basically, cucumber like a lot of heat. So in theory, if I have a cloche in a greenhouse, that's going to be about the heat they want. So I can start these cucumbers off really early in the year. So let's get sowing. Alright, so this is where I'm going to be planting them. And if I just get all the seeds out. So there's about 15, I'd say, maybe 20. And I'm going to plant them fairly close together now, only because I don't know how good the success rate of this variety is. The variety, if you're wondering, is Cucumber Beth Alba. Alpha, sorry, not Alba. Baby Q's for greenhouse or frame. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. This is either going to fail or work really well. But there won't be any in-betweens. It'll either work or it won't. So, I want to sow them relatively far in. I don't want to do it too close to the edges, because then they'll have to fight for heat. And I don't want them to fight for heat. I want them to be really comfy. So I think we're going to start in the middle, as that will be the best place for them. And just slowly work my way out. So they don't actually need to be planted that deep. Literally, kind of put them on top of it and just put a little bit of soil on top. Should do the trick. And then just repeat for everything. Now, I'm hoping this does work, because it'd be really nice to have cucumber. I love cucumber. So I will be really disappointed if this doesn't work. And I'm using a piece of wood to get to the back, just to avoid falling over into this soil, because it took me ages to prepare this soil, and I'd be really annoyed if I had to go through it and stand on it. So I've prepared a way so that I shouldn't have to do any destroying of the soil. The camera might fall over. Oh no. Right, we're still stable, I think. Oh no, the camera went. Right, sorry about that. The camera turned off as it fell, which was fun. Well, after it fell, actually, but still. There we go. So, continuing what I started, simply putting in, I'm spacing them about 2 or 3 centimeters apart. I'd say about 3 centimeters is what I'm going to do. And hopefully this will work. So if anybody's looking for a method, this probably isn't the right one. If you would like a better way, plant the seed indoors in a propagator. That's the easiest way. I'm just experimenting. So plant it in a propagator indoors, and when you move outdoors, cut a little bottle, like a water bottle, in half. Use the top of that to keep it warm. Anyway, I'll be back when I've planted them all. The seeds are all in the soil. Now I just need to cover them all over. Now I have made a bit of a mound. That was intentional. Basically, heat rises, so in theory, because I've planted the seeds in a bit of a mound here, I'll have better success rates. So I'll just take this out now. Here's what it looks like. Now, I'm going to cover this in some large or thick bubbled bubble wrap. Don't use small bubble, it doesn't hold heat as well. I'm going to cover this in some thick bubbled bubble wrap, but before I do that I'm going to go give them a good water, so I'll be right back. As you can see, I've given the soil a really good watering. Now I simply just have to put this on top. I recommend, if you've just dug over an area like I have, don't worry, that's not final, that you use a piece of wood like this to stand on. It just stops all of your work from being messed up. I'm going to have to pull this really tight because it's not quite working. So I'll be right back. Well, I made a big mistake. I didn't put a middle bar in. So simply using a few of the poles from the top of the mini greenhouse, I managed to create a bit of a middle bar. Don't know how well this is going to work. It's probably going to be a big fail. But again, I'm not really following any ideas. This is just an experiment. If you want to grow cucumber, I don't recommend you follow this. This isn't really a tutorial. Go ahead, feel free. Because it should work. But if you're new to growing things, just do a simple old way. I'm just doing this because I am a crazy gardener and I have nothing better to do than do experiments like this and hope that they work. So if you are following this method, then well done. Good job for trying anything. Here's what mine looks like. Good luck with yours. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hope this wasn't too boring. I know a lot of my videos are. I'll see you next time. Bye.